Hi there, this is Keep It Real Blabs. Welcome or welcome back. We are going to be doing another vintage react, and we are going to be doing the infamous "My Aunt Left Me Because I'm Fat." So I know Girl World is imploding right now. Um, these two are Emily and she are dunzos for sure. And Amber is going after what's this other girl's face, Rosie, something like that. She's going after her because apparently Rosie said something about some some comments that Emily made about Rarity, and as usual, Amber is losing her shit. She's getting very jealous that another big old girl is giving Emily attention. So if you guys want me to do that video, I will happily do it for you. But I know many reaction channels have already been doing them, so I don't know if you want my thoughts on it. Let me know. I will be more than happy to do that for you. So back to vintage, we are going to be looking at My Aunt Left Me Because I'm Fat. This is one of her initial lies that she decided to spew on her channel, besides the Casey Rain and Petals Eavesdrop video. So let's look at this. I kind of wanted to go back to like some juicy ones, so let's get into this. Oh, and I hope you guys like the video, subscribe please if you haven't yet, and send me a comment. Put a comment on there. Let's talk. Right.
Honestly, I'm making this video because I feel like I need to vent, I need to talk, I need to get it out, I need to just scream about it and be like, what the actual fuck is happening right now? Okay,
Wait,
I don't
let's
know where
put
to
it
start.
a
This video is gonna be
tad
all over the
slower.
place. My apologies.
Let's put it a tad slower because many of the things that she says, they're so important in the way that she says it. So, and you can really tell how much she's lying by the way she says things, because Amberlynn, she's not a good liar. She's really not a good liar. This is her second nature, but at the same time she gives so much away. So let's do this. Like that whole, I don't know what the fuck, whatever. It's very performative. So let's keep going with that.
I never said I was a professional girl. Like, I'm nowhere near professional, and yeah, so.
Yeah, so like first of all, um why would you start talking about how professional unprofessional you are when you are about to talk about something that is so serious, right? Something that is has apparently broken you and all this stuff. Like what's the point of going on this little tangent saying about, you know, how unprofessional you are? I mean, it's not needed. I mean, I know that's a little, just a tiny little sticking point, but I'm just saying it adds up.
Okay. Where do I even begin? Um, okay, so for my whole life growing up, my mom had this like secret family. It was her mom and her sisters and sister.
And just starting off, and I probably am going to be pausing it quite a few times because I just want to get this my thoughts through. The fact that she calls this a secret family is very weird to me, because it's not like she's acting as if her mom had separate children, a separate husband and stuff. No, this is her mom's sister, her aunt, and cousins. So her sister's kids, and her mom. These should never ever be considered secret family. That's just your extended family. Just because you didn't know them doesn't mean, or you know, didn't personally know them, doesn't mean that they're secret family. You still knew they were out there, right? So it's just little things like that.
It was her stepdad. It was her actual dad. It was my first cousins. It was
So
just
her
all these
extended
people.
family.
And my mom had, her stories of, oh, they don't want to be in my life. Da 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 da. I don't even know where.
Okay, so the da 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 says a lot as well. Is it that she didn't? Is it that her mom said that they didn't want to be in her life? Or is this just her making this up? Because, granted, at this time, even her own mother couldn't be near Amber because of the simple fact that Amber is so extremely toxic, especially toxic to someone who is trying to get sober, trying to get their life back on track, trying to get on back on their feet. And someone like Amber, who is just so full of toxicity, so very negative in every way possible. Um, is it that, or is it just that her mom didn't want her to bring that toxicity into the rest of the family? She was her mom was obviously getting support from these people, from her sister and all that stuff. So yeah, why would you want to bring in someone like Amber? No, it doesn't matter that that's her daughter. Why are you gonna want to bring someone just like Amber into the fold when you know how much she's hurt you and just in your life when you're trying to get sober?
Where they're at. Like social media wasn't a thing back then. Let me just say it wasn't. And one
So she goes on to say that social media wasn't a thing back then, but it was. MySpace was a thing. For some reason, she doesn't put those two together. I'm guessing she just means that Facebook wasn't a thing, but MySpace was.
day, like I just want to say this first. I always wondered about them. I wanted to meet them. I wanted to know them. I wanted another family, pretty much. Sorry, I'm just trying to fix this a
And
little bit.
also that's weird to me, like saying I wanted another family instead of just saying I wanted to know the rest of my family. I wanted another family.
And what a
You
mess.
guys can let me know if I'm being a tad too nitpicky, but these are my thoughts at the moment.
So I was curious, like, who are these people? I knew I had so many family members I'd never met before, and I was very intrigued with the whole situation. And this was back when MySpace was a thing, okay? I was probably
I
16,
used to love Spot in MySpace. It was the best.
17, probably 17. And I get a
What's
message
up, brother?
from some woman on Facebook. I mean, see, Facebook is a thing. Back in the day on MySpace, sorry. Saying, oh my God, I found you. Oh my God, like, I can't believe this. I love you. Like, this whole long thing. And then I look again and it's like these other girls just like, oh my God, hey, like, I love you. And, I can't believe this. And I hope you get back to me. I'm like, who are these people? Like, what? Um,
Now again, if she already knew about these people, about the cousins, aunt, and stuff like that, why is it that she is so extremely surprised and saying, "Who are these people?" when you knew these people existed? I mean, I know it might not mean anything, but I'm just pointing that out.
it was my aunt, which is my mom's sister, and it was two of my cousins. And I was like, oh my God, the people I've been wondering about and dreaming about, and like, oh my God, about, like, found me on MySpace. Like, how? Like, I messaged them back so splickety quickly. Like, I was like, oh my God. And after, like we communicated, like we exchanged numbers and we started talking. And I was in foster care at the time, and like I told my social worker about it, and she's like, oh my God, you need to go visit them. And I'm like, oh hey, really, I do. Like, and I did. When I was 17, I met my cousins and I met my aunt. And like,
And therein started the issue. Because wherever Amber goes, trouble follows.
they showed me pictures of when I was a baby. I knew them, but I was like, oh, I don't remember that stuff. Like, and it was so awesome. And so when I turned 18, my mom started getting close to them, and my mom ended up moving to Oklahoma, where
Didn't she say that her mom was already close to them, which is why she was saying her mom had a secret family? So
my aunt and my cousins were. And we were all finally close. And I was like, okay, I'm 18, I'm out of foster care, I want to live with you guys. And so I went to go live with my aunt, and like, I felt so like, wow, this family's awesome, especially when I visited them, because when I was still in foster care, I did go to Oklahoma just to visit with my brother, and we stayed for 2 weeks, and it was bliss. We had
I wonder how much of that was actually bliss, or is she remembering it wrong? Because Amber's side is always so much different than everybody else's side.
such a fantastic time, and when I had to leave, I cried like a little baby.
I
Like,
believe
I
that.
loved it. And then when we went to go live there, things were a little different. I mean, not we, sorry, it was just me. My brother stayed in California.
Now, why do you think it was different? Hmm? Put your thoughts in below, please. I would love to read what you guys think was different. Is it the fact that they realized what kind of person Amberlynn was once they were with her 24/7?
When I went to go live there, things were a little different, and it was rocky and weird, and that's a whole other story all in itself.
And I'm sure she's not gonna say what was different. How did she act differently? Because Amberlynn is very, very difficult to live with.
And so let's fast forward a bunch of freaking years.
See, and I hate that she's fast forwarding, because I know a bunch of shit went down that she just doesn't want to talk about, just to get to this big old lie that she wants to get to.
And here I am now, 25 years old, like, I don't understand something. My aunt has.
And it's freaking crazy. I know, I'm sorry. It's freaking crazy that still at 25, she is still looking back at this as if she was the victim. Just like everything in her life, she's always the freaking victim. Never the victimizer.
Completely stopped talking to me. In December, she blocked me on Facebook. She blocked me on her cell phone, blocked my number completely. I have no way of getting a hold of her whatsoever. And the reasoning is,
Sorry, I gotta take my hat off. I'm on my time.
because I'm fat. Okay.
The way she says that, because I'm fat. Okay. I don't know. It's just so. I'm sorry. Hi, baby. It's just so freaking weird to me. Always, every time I watch this, no matter how many times I've watched this video, it just screams disingenuous, 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 whatever. It speaks like she's making this up as she goes. She knows damn well that's not the reason why her aunt blocked her. But then again, she's gonna come on camera. She probably just edited this, watched it, and thought, okay, yeah, that's great. I'm gonna put this up.
I'm not
Disgraceful.
kidding. I know that sounds bad saying it like that, but the truth is, it's because I'm fat. She always watched my YouTube videos, and she saw me struggling with my weight, and she saw me struggling with the things I ate and my binge eating disorder and all this stuff. And she told me specifically in December that she's tired of watching me self-destruct myself. Okay, that I can understand. Honestly, I do. Stop watching my YouTube then. Cool.
Okay, that is crazy to me. So your aunt tells you, sorry, hold on a second. Your aunt tells you she can't stand to see you self implode and practically kill yourself. So her answer is, okay, great. Stop watching my YouTube channel. Your aunt is telling you that she cares about you and she doesn't want anything to happen to you. And she's worried for you. So your answer is, okay, stop watching my YouTube channel. It blows my mind. It blows my freaking mind. It's not okay. Let's talk. Let's sit down and talk. I mean, can you help me find help? Anything, anything. Not just, okay, stop watching it. It's just like, if you don't like it, you don't have to watch it. It's just like, that's such a bratty thing to say.
Um,
And
but why
she sees no problem with that. But then she's gonna be so freaking surprised when her aunt is just like, look, I just can't anymore. I can't anymore. I can't um keep talking to you and wondering what day is gonna be the day that I hear, oh, Amber's dead. No, that doesn't pass her freaking mind.
cut off all communication with the person that you tried so hard to find when I was younger?
She tried so hard to find, she found you and realized you are a lost cause. I'm sure she talked to you about your issues because she was telling you she can't watch you kill yourself. But and your only answer was, we'll stop watching my videos. Like, how can you talk to someone after that? What do you even say to someone after that? After you open up your heart to them and told them, look, I care about you. I don't want to see you like this. I don't want something to happen to you because of this. And for some reason, she can't make the connections. That's why she had to block
I
you,
come from
Amber.
a crazy family. It's the truth.
And that's something else. I come from a crazy family. No, you come from a family that has many issues. And you choose to follow those issues. You choose to follow in their footsteps. And now your mom, she's helped herself. She helped herself get out of that early grave. And what do? You freaking try to make it deeper for her. You are not helpful in any way. So it doesn't matter where you come from. The fact is that you're an adult and you have the ability to change the way you are, change your next steps, but you choose not to because you freaking live in the past. And everything that happened to you in the past when you were little is what you're gonna let dictate your future, and that is fucking sad, Amber.
I come from drug addicts, bipolar.
Because guess what? Most of us, I'm not even many of us, come from families who have had a lot of issues. I have. I do. Many people do. That is that does not mean a damn thing. We all have free will. That's the beauty of living in the US. You have free will, you can get help. But if you choose to just use that as an excuse, then you are gonna live up to that. You're gonna live up to the same shit that your family did. And you have the ability to change. But if you choose not to do a damn thing and say, oh well, I come from here, I come from that, then hey, guess what? Nothing's gonna change.
People, mentally ill people. Just, I do. That is the family I come from.
Means nothing.
Did you honestly think that I was going to be the only normal one?
It's not a matter of being normal, Ember. It's a matter of being responsible. So yeah, maybe your aunt did think that you were going to be a bit more responsible, and she was obviously she. It seems that your aunt did break a lot of the her past hurts and stuff like that. You say at some point, I don't know if it's in this video, that she was big and she lost weight. She stopped that. It's a matter of personal strength and perseverance, and you have none of that.
Did you?
She is so she's like such a freaking pity me person. Being Nexus woman, it would drain your soul. It would drain your soul.
I was in
It's no wonder
foster care
she has seven failed relationships in a freaking row.
for all my life. And it's like, if my aunt is watching this, which I hope she is, which I don't know if she
So remember, she says, I hope she is watching it. She in this video she's saying, I don't know if my aunt is watching it, but I hope she is.
is.
Guess what she's gonna see in the next
It is
one?
May, and we haven't talked for December, January, February, March, April, May. Like 6 months. And I have tried so hard. I have downloaded texting apps It's
She is
ridiculous.
so freak,
Because I
such a
still have her
creep.
number
She is such a
and I
creep.
have
This
messages.
is the same shit that she did with Erica, that woman that was married. Freaking downloading apps and shit with different numbers so that she can get to her. That is so freaking creepy. I always say, I hate that I say this and I think it, but thank God she is freaking quite immobile, because she would be behind bars if she wasn't.
Her. I have sent apologies, even though I shouldn't be the one apologizing. Um, and I the reason why this is so hard for me is because I really don't have family.
I wonder
My
why,
brother is
Amber.
actually currently in jail. I just found that out about a month ago.
Mm-hmm.
My mom
But
is in.
guess what? The fact is that he's in jail, but he gets more support from family than she does. Doesn't that speak volumes? So it's not that they're cutting people off. They're not cutting you off because of your issues. It's your attitude. It's the way you treat other people. You're so hard to get with. You are so hard to understand and get along with.
Prison. I do not talk to either of them.
And this also goes back to when they were little, when they were in foster care. People chose to keep her brother and give her away. I mean, I know she was little, but that also speaks volumes.
I don't know what's going on with my dad. Truly, I don't. We don't talk. I no longer really talk to my cousins because my aunt must have got to them before I could.
That is so creepy for her to say my arm must have gotten to them before I could. So she is upset that she couldn't get to her cousins so that she can lie and manipulate them before her aunt can come and tell them the truth. That is so freaking sketchy. And that's the way that she is with everybody. She is a freaking sketchy fuck.
I don't have family. I do not have any blood family, and
I can definitely say that if this was my cousin, I would have nothing to do with her either. I would have, I know myself. I would have attempted to at some point to get in touch with her. But once I got to know her, I would drop her like nothing. I mean, I have cousins now that I don't speak to. But simple fact they are freaking energy vampires. But she's even higher and higher on that freaking energy vampire level than they are. And they're freaking pretty bad.
that's hard for me.
You know, as in like the people that think they never do anything wrong and everything is because of you, still acting like they're in middle school. Yeah.
And it's confusing that my aunt, knowing that I have a binge eating disorder and I have a food addiction, would just give up on me because I am fat.
So yeah. We are going to be watching the video after that. After this, when she admits.
Where's the unconditional love? Where is.
Family do not are obliged to give you unconditional love, for one thing. That is why so many people, when they're doing like that intervention series, which I used to like watching it, is freaking, it crushes your soul. But it does show that when you adore someone so much, you do have to cut them off in hopes that them seeing that you're not gonna be there to help them um heal themselves pretty much. um at least you're taking something away, right? You're taking away your love. It's not like you're saying you don't love them. It's just saying I cannot be here to see you like this because I love you so freaking much. And for her, she thinks that if your family, if you're related by blood or your girlfriend or whatever, you have to be there no matter freaking what. You can be the worst person ever and they still have to be there for you, but that's not how it works. Many people get better once they realize, oh, I'm alone. I'm alone. And that is a push in itself to get yourself better because you want your family back. Nobody owes you a damn thing. That's what people need to understand. Nobody owes you a damn thing. You should be grateful that you do have people that do love you. But if they choose to keep that back from you because they can't possibly stay there for and watch you, you need to respect that, and you actually need to be thankful that these people love you so much that they cannot bear to see you in this way.
Is the I will be there for you, but I won't support you in your addiction. Where is that? My mom, which is her sister, has been a drug addict for years. I was born on drugs.
See, so that's another thing. Her saying that she was born on drugs. The way Amber is, we know how Amber is. If something has happened to her in the past, she's going to bring it up and bring it up and bring it up to death. So the fact that she really has not gone into that much, I believe that she was not born on drugs. I could be wrong. That's just me. What I'm saying, what I feel. I don't think that she was, and I think she's just using this as another um manipulation. Um
Can't talk. I was born on drugs, so we know my mom did drugs even before I was born. Um,
I'm gonna guess. I'm guessing. This isn't fact. I'm guessing that maybe her one of her younger brothers, that one of the ones that were taken away at birth, was maybe might have been born on something. That's just me speculating. That in no way means that's what happened. It's just my speculation in this video.
but my aunt still wanted to find her and communicate with her.
See, so that says, doesn't that say a lot? Doesn't that say a lot about her aunt, that she knew that her sister had many addiction problems, but she still wanted to help her? So what is the difference between Christine, which is her mom, and Amberlynn? Christine is not as insufferable as Amberlynn is. That says so much. And the fact that Christine had a chemical dependence, something that's actually much worse than food addiction, her sister still wanted to help her, but for Amberlynn, she had to cut it off. That says a lot, and unfortunately, it says things that Amberlynn doesn't want to accept.
Her and be in her life. My mom did some crazy stuff in Oklahoma. Let's not go there right now. And my aunt still to this day is there for my mom. She writes my mom in prison. She visits my mom. She calls my mom. Why is my aunt able to accept a drug addiction but not a food addiction? I don't understand what I did wrong
Yes,
in
she can accept her sister because she's not you, and she's not a hateful being. And we've seen her mom now. Her mom is bubbly. Her mom is very has a very cute personality. Everything that Amber says about herself, she's bubbly, she's friendly, all this stuff. That's what her mom is. So
our relationship. I didn't do anything wrong. And I think it's ridiculous because this is TMI. This is probably not something I should say, but my aunt used to have a drug addiction and she
see, that's another thing. Amber feels sorry. Sorry. Jesus. So sorry. That's gross. Sorry, I had dog hair. She thinks that it's okay for her to blast her whole family on the internet, and that's very gross of her. She has no right whatsoever, especially from someone who doesn't even want anything to do with her at this very moment in time. For her to come out and be like, "Oh, her aunt has had drug addiction problems." I believe she's gonna be saying that her aunt also had issues with weight and all that stuff. That is not for her to devolve to tell. I forget the word, but it's not for her to tell her audience. And that's just one little teeny tiny way that, I mean, a teeny tiny bit, and into the way that she is. She thinks she's owed all these things when she's not.
beat it. My aunt also was extremely overweight. Obviously not to my extent, but she was a very big woman and she has lost weight.
Yeah, she thinks it's her right to say this. when it's not.
And it's like, I understand she bettered herself in two ways. You know, she no longer does drugs and she's lost a lot of weight. But that doesn't mean give up on me, because it's like she's
Amber, you have no leg to stand on when it comes to this statement, because your aunt can do anything she freaking wants. She looked for you, she found you, and she saw who you were, so she decided to cut off communication. You don't get to tell people what they can and can't endure. The same way that you freaking hate it when people tell you, oh, you should go on this diet, you should go on that diet, which is like the least of your fucking problems. Who the hell are you to tell people what it is that they're supposed to endure from their loved ones? Get out of here.
struggled her whole life, longer than I've even struggled with her weight. And it's like, of all people, she should understand. And it's like,
I don't know. Is it actually longer? Because it might be longer in years, but when it comes to like most of your life, you've been in this situation for way more than half of your life, at least a third of your life. So I think you have more experience when it comes to this.
I needed her. I talked to her every day, 24/7, for since she found me when I was 17. And whether it was in texting or through Facebook or this or that.
And that really sucks. And I'm sure her aunt went through a lot of soul searching to get to this point. Um there's not much that I can think of that would make me want to cut off my nieces. I love my freaking nieces to death. Um they tell me things that sometimes they can't tell their parents, you know, just because of the simple fact that, you know, I'm not their parent. Um there's not much that I can cut them off from. And for her aunt to have to be forced to cut her off, that says a lot. And it says a lot more about Amber than it does about her aunt.
Like, she was my person. Like, she was there when I needed someone to talk to. And it's confusing that a family member could just cut off all ties because I'm fat. Like, that's honestly what it boils down to. Um I understand I have problems and I have issues, and I feel like what makes those problems and issues escalate into like a bigger like whole thing is when people give up on me. I
Jesus,
have been
woman.
given up on by every
Gave
single
up
person I've ever
on?
known.
Um, wow, Amber. Maybe look at your actions then. Why is it that people insist on keep giving up on you? Do you think it's their fault? It's the same way when she's like, oh, this person is lying, that person is lying, this ex is lying, that ex is lying. Really? Do you think like you being, you know, that term gang stalking, when it's pretty much a way that people around you, pretty much like a gang, right? They are all in on making you feel like you're going crazy. She's acting as if she's being gang stalked when it comes to her family and her friends. That's not reality. This is not reality. The fact is that she is so freaking awful and hard to deal with, and that everyone comes to the same conclusion, which is why, like, when she says, oh, reaction channels think this, reaction channels think that, she fails to realize that reaction channels aren't just one person, right? They're a whole bunch, and many keep coming up every day, and they all have the same freaking they think, they all think the same thing. Amber's dangerous, Amber's a liar, and whatever. Once you have like even 100 people saying the same thing about you and you deny it, who's the liar? Who do you think is going to be the liar there? The 100 people, or you, the one person that is saying the opposite? It's like, it's fucking common sense.
And it's like, for my aunt to snoop down to these like levels, it's just,
That Snoop Dogg like pissed me off the first time I saw it, the first time I heard it, because she's again making her family seem less than. as in this is all their thoughts, this is all them getting together, getting going against me and all this nonsense, and that she has the upper hand. She's the one in the right.
I don't know what to do anymore. Like, I've tried reaching out to her,
How
and
about you start telling the truth? How about you start apologizing for the wrong you've done in the past? I even posted on one of her things. I forget what was it that it was. I'll look for it as I'm doing this.
I just I literally have nothing more I could do. I think more than
Tell
anything,
the
I'm just
truth, I
completely
guess, huh?
shocked about the whole thing because she's been in my position, and she's a lot older than me, and she finally figured herself out to where
Okay, this is the thing. It was when blah, blah, blah. She posted, "Hi everyone, thank you for the kind words during this hard time. I appreciate you more than you know. I would not let these life-altering events in my life stop me from bettering myself in my life. This includes keeping my word and hopefully gaining trust within you. So I just want to remind everyone that I will be doing my first members only live stream tomorrow, and I love to see you there. Thank you in advance to those who have joined and will be joining in the future." Okay, whatever. That was 2 days ago. And I wrote, "You can start fixing your image by coming clean about your past wrongdoings and apologizing to the people you've hurt," which she has yet to do. "The day you realize you are the problem is the day you and your community's healing can begin. You must start from the ground up. I know this comment will go in one ear and out the other, but if you want true advice, this is it." Some other people was just like, "This is the hater community, one of the most toxic, abusive, and insane bunch of people I've ever seen. They would never accept an apology of any sort. They would just use it to beat her with it, blah, blah." I kept on going. But the thing is that if she started, like I wrote, if she started working towards fostering a better image, of course, many would not believe her, but many would. Do you give up on things when situations seem impossible, or do you work day in and day out to prove yourself and others wrong? This community gets worse because the actions get worse. In what world do you live in that you think this community came out of nowhere? She lies and belittles others, even at the beginning of her channel. This community has grown the way it has because of her actions. If she changed and truly apologized for the for her past and did better moving forward, many people will give her the benefit of the doubt, and I'm including myself in that. I am including myself in that. But the fact is that Amber is Amber, and she's always gonna stay the same.
where she could lose weight, and it's like when she was 25, she didn't do it, and it's like you were in my shoes at one point. Why, instead of trying to help me, you just leave?
But the thing is that I'm sure that even when she was that young, she wasn't as putrid of a person as you are.
I don't know. I just really needed to talk about this because it's like I have so many emotions and like thoughts, and like everything is just like in my head like a crazy person, and I don't know where to get them out on. Like, I've journaled about it. I have contacted my cousins. Nobody gets it. Nobody understands. The only person who is like confused about the whole thing and who thinks it's a shitty freaking move is my girlfriend, because
Because she lied to Destiny. That's why. Of course.
my girlfriend is probably the only person I've told in my personal life about this, and I just don't know why people give up on me, and I don't know
Oh, don't worry. Destiny will find out why people give up on you.
if it shows what type of person I am,
Yes.
or if it shows what type of person my aunt is by just completely being done with me. It almost shows maybe she doesn't love me like I thought she did. And I don't know if this is something I should be airing on YouTube, but
It's not.
it's something that's been bothering me a lot lately. And I've been thinking about it more and more because like I'm going through like really hard things right now. It's like between my brother, between the move, and between my freaking room flooding, and like my weight and my eating, and I need advice, and I need someone to talk to, and I need her. I need my aunt, and she ain't there.
Well, respect the fact that your aunt doesn't need you at this moment in time. You are a dark cloud that nobody wants.
I'm sorry I'm such a shitty person. If you're watching this, I'm
Really?
sorry.
Are you?
I'm sorry that
If she was truly sorry, she would have started to change back then. But did she? No, she barreled on through and she made it worse.
food is my drug. I'm sorry that I was born into the family that I was born into. I'm sorry that I live in the past and I am who I
Yeah,
am because of the past,
living
but
the
I'm
past.
sorry that the present is still just like my past, which is causing me to be the person I am.
No, no, no. You keep living in the past, which is why you're making your present as shitty as possible. Freaking start living in the now, working on yourself now.
I don't need a goodbye. I need a hello. I need you, and I need support, and I need help, and
See
I
ya.
need just. I don't have a mom anymore. Like, and I haven't for a while. And it's like, you were my mom for a minute.
Don't try to make your aunt feel bad because of that. She attempted to, didn't she?
I don't know what more to do. I, 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 I don't. I don't understand. I don't understand. That's really it. And my question for my viewers and for the people watching this, when you love someone unconditionally, especially if it's your family member, should you just leave them when they're struggling? That's like leaving someone who has cancer or
No, absolutely not. We're not gonna do that. That is not you, someone having cancer. You fucking stupid fuck. Jesus. No. Having cancer is a sickness that nobody freaking wants and they cannot control. It's not about your freaking attitude. Oh god. Cancer and your stank attitude have nothing to do with each other, right? So stop your shit. If I had someone like you, yes, I would definitely say I cannot do this anymore. If someone had cancer in my life, my family, which they have, there is no fucking way I'm gonna be like, oh no, I can't deal with your sickness anymore. What kind of freaking retarded shit is that? I don't care if you get upset that I said the word retarded. This shit is fucking retarded.
another illness like that. You know, do you kind of get what I'm saying? Like,
No.
what should I do? Should I just completely just leave my aunt alone?
And the fact, yes, leave her alone. And the fact that she fucking just got worse is so freaking infuriating.
It's been 6 months. For the first couple months, I did just leave her alone. I thought she was gonna come back and say she was wrong and that she shouldn't just.
And don't think that just because I use the R word means when for other people like anything. This is just freaking stupid ass freaking retarded behavior. This is what people mean when they say that word. It's not anyone that has any disabilities or some shit. It's fucking people like her.
Drop all ties because I'm fat and I have illnesses and problems. Like, I don't know. Should I just have no family at all? Like, should I just.
How about you become better so that your family can enjoy being with you, Amber, so that your family can foster a good relationship with you. But no, that fucking doesn't pass through your fucking stupid ass empty head, does it?
Like, she's honestly the best thing I could describe this as. I have so many family members. Don't talk to a single one. And she was that last person, just that last family member that I had in my life. And she cut it. And now I have nobody.
No, you cut it. That was you.
A lot of people can say
That was you.
blood is thicker than water. Sometimes water is thicker than blood. Like all those silly quotes. But the truth is, sometimes you just want that one blood person. And I know a lot of people probably don't understand like how it feels not to have like family. But it's hard and it hurts. Every day it hurts.
I bet it
Especially
does.
when you see other families so happy. It's like,
But does that change the way you are? No, right? It just you just wallow in your self despair over and over again. You fall deeper into your self despair. Oh, sorry me, or poor Amber. Nobody loves Amber, blah blah. Until you freaking just keep on eating and then you go to sleep. That's it.
how does that feel? And I know you can get married into families or you can just naturally have families like how I am with Crystal and her parents, but it's like, it's not the same. I don't know how to explain what I'm trying to say.
Oh, this
This
was
was my team,
during
this was my
the
feelings, and I
Crystal
think I'm gonna end
era.
it now.
I thought it was the Destiny era.
Okay. No more crying. I normally end my videos saying I hope you guys enjoyed this video, but I know you didn't. I just really needed to get this out there. So I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.
Okay. Anyway, so we are going to be doing
Hey guys.
confessing everything I've lied about. I think I am going to cut this now, and I'll be doing this one afterwards. So hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please give it a like, give a sub, give me a comment, let me know what you think. Yeah, so I'll be back. I will be back very, very soon, all right? See ya. Bye.